Hi everyone, good morning. If you just see me laughing like there's something wrong with me today, know that I tried so hard to work on it, but I couldn't. I'm just so excited. Today is the 100th day. Wow. Wow. I mean, how shall these things be? But we're here now. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to be having like a post live session. I don't know, maybe later today or first thing tomorrow morning. Just like share some of the things I've learned, what we're going to be doing going forward, and where we are on the products and all of that. But for this morning, we'll still have to like do prospecting because I mean you have to start a business, and then it's just important that all through the 100 days I talk marketing wisdom, and then business. So yeah, that's it. But I mean, I'm so grateful for your support. Wow, I'm excited. I'm literally jumping out of my seat. I mean, I'm here physically, but in my mind, I'm definitely out of the seat. Like, woo, 100 days. What the? I'd always say this, and then I've even said it in the past in my live sessions. Like, when I started, I was like, let's see what comes out of it. But I knew that I was going to be coming out of it a changed person. Not necessarily that it would change my ideology about certain things that are like foundational to me, but I just felt like something was going to change with me mentally, and then something was also going to change with me on how I move with Zagotor's safety as a system. Like if you hear me say things like safety as a system, or we're building a safety intelligence system, ecosystem or network. Before I started 100 journeys in 100 days, I didn't know that. And so if you hear me saying subscription plans, I didn't know that. If I say, oh, we did 6 tests, 5 was successful, 4 was extremely successful, 1 was successful, but then 1 failed terribly. I didn't know that was going to happen before we started. And then there's so many things I have come to realize. I am honestly on the brutal side of startup. I'm also on the honest side of startup. That part that's not really like popular, that people don't even talk about a lot. And it's amazing that I get to share that part with you. I mean, it's amazing that I can share that part honestly. Honestly, yeah. I mean, that's what I think. And then I didn't even know about food pilots before I started, but now I have like plans to move through some countries and continents in the coming year. I think that's amazing. And tons of good people that I've met, all the nice notes I've I've read. I mean, it's so amazing that you just decide to be stubborn, right? There was something I said even before I started Gender Journeys in 100 days. I said starting a business or running a startup honestly is like running a startup is like trying to jump off a cliff and hoping that you get caught, right? I mean, so you jump, then something catches you. But the truth is that it's not necessarily like you're prepared to even be caught. It's not like there's like any precautionary thing waiting down there to catch you. You're just winging it and then hoping in the early stages, obviously. And then I have also been able to prove myself right. If I started a challenge, I said traction doesn't come to you, you go to traction. And then I concluded that traction is an art, ART. And I feel like I've been able to prove that with this challenge that indeed traction is an art. Whether you're building from a developing world or you're building from a developed world, you can attract traction. And so traction doesn't come to you, you attract it. Like, yeah, that's what I've always believed. Not always believed, but when I started doing like, building startups, I just felt this thing, you have to go out and get it. It's not just about having a good product, it's not just about having a great idea. In the early stages, it's way tough than people talk about. Anywho, I'm just going to like turn my screen to TikTok and then we'll start getting contacts. Share screen. TikTok. Uh, Anyways, I'm using my mobile device just like I was earlier. Can we see my screen? Okay, so this is how far we've come on gathering data. Mm, okay, it's the same keyword from yesterday. Hashtag Thailand.
Prime Minister An Nutin confirmed that Thailand would not enter negotiations with Cambodia while border tensions.
so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. I don't want to promise anybody anything now. Maybe I could go back to her in the coming year. So they stole her stuff in Cape Town. I'm not sure if she reported it or anything like that, but I don't think she did. So she just responded to me now that she was not able to resolve it, and like she just had to forget about it. So we're still on Thailand pickpocketed. Um, really good. This was a day ago.
Honestly, um, I don't know how to feel right now. I will get out of town.
Okay, that's an airport thingy. I don't think we can solve that honestly.
Don't nobody else make me feel it. No broke boys, no new friends. Don't nobody else make me feel it. No broke boys.
Okay, I think I've gotten past this once. Yeah, I stopped here yesterday. Mm. Oh my god. Pickpocketing is actually a major thing. Because what are these
You are
videos?
planning to go to Bangkok or your friend?
Do you have to do the video first? Bangkok. That is the first camera, and they've literally just taken the first step off the taxi. And not go to Thailand. So,
He was nearly pickpocketed, but it
I'm
wasn't.
sure
So I'm
it's just your normal average pickpocket story in Thailand. So one night I'm going out for some food. I go to the local Thai food store and I get my food. Then I'm leaving the McDonald's and heading back to my hotel. And I'm standing on a corner. By the way, this was before I met your mother. For those of you children out there, my kids.
In Portugal, and this is the bag that got pickpocketed. Honestly,
in Portugal. I don't think I'm staying in Portugal. I think I just want to stay in like specific places. If anything changes along the line, maybe I could potentially stay here. But I just think I should stay within these regions so that we can start like getting advocates. So that we can start like getting advocates that are in specific regions, and then that would make my transition into the food pilot in Q2 next year like very, very easy. I mean, not very, very, but yeah, somewhat easy. If anything changes along the line,
Immigrant life is not for the
just-
faint of heart. I've been an immigrant in Thailand for 13 years, and these Thai people, they drive me crazy.
So I got pulled over and searched by the police in Bangkok last night for no reason. I wasn't even driving. I was actually in a taxi. They pulled it over and then searched me. If this happens to you, this is exactly what you need to do. Just let them do their job. It's pretty standard procedure in Thailand.
Feel like they're taken advantage of. Nobody wants that.
no.
And a lot of times it happens when you're traveling.
Yeah.
Like when we first came here 10 years ago, they have these big outlet stores that are strictly.
There's no way I'm not getting some funny facts in the coming year. Guess what?
beware of these scammers.
Bangkok is a safe city. I get asked this question a lot. The short answer is yes. Compared to cities in the US and most. If you go into Prachuap, Bangkok, you will.
So this one yesterday.
Shoot everything off. So they get married, yeah. So they were from the hotel, right? Some of them like a 4-star, 5-star hotel, quite good one. So they loaded the taxi with like their barang and all that. Then the guy forgot to take something. So the girl was inside. He only had four. Then so he went back to the hotel to get it, right? And the cat.
Sometimes folks in the comments section
I
will
almost
send
got
me
robbed in Bangkok. Bangkok on the whole is a very safe city. However, the other day I did almost get robbed. I was doing the rich.
Alright, so one thing to look out for in Thailand if you're in these big tourist cities is having your wallet stolen. You gotta be careful. It does happen. I just had a girl walk past me and she was just crying and she said she had her wallet stolen. And I gave her a little bit of money. So
Yeah, it's always back in the day.
Je dois fuir ces lieux au plus vite.
They're not speaking in English, so it's so hard.
Yeah, I speak English.
Can you put me please association?
I saw this yesterday.
Attenzione borseggiatrici!
Oh, wow.
Attenzione
I don't even know how this became a song. What is mom saying? Okay.
You're all Korean.
Alright,
An
so we're
Indian
just
student
trying
was
to
reportedly
find.
pickpocketed on Friday in Pattaya and had his wallet lightened of about 40 for
I want to know because this their profile.
Bangkok police have been warning the public about cut purses and pickpockets at major markets.
Me out of nowhere. Oh, here we go again. Hold on.
Hi, I'm open. Hi.
I gotta go home. I gotta go to my girlfriend. You're crazy, dude. Why are you trying to rob me? Oh, pretty slick, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty slick, you almost got me. You almost got me.
And I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't pull out on to record night in a strange city. It's not I feel like I actually wouldn't do that. I think I have protective instincts more than I even realize. Let's see.
Restaurant business or
Oh, that's bad. This person was come by like the tour operator. Just we're gonna copy the link and boom, here we go. But we can call this pickpocket and this will be say this could be like a tourist trap and it could also be like agents travel company issue. Yeah. So we're like looking for first person experiences.
today we go back to Bangkok. So
I just already got Molly's profile. Friendly reminders. Pickpocketers are using Thailand's formal party. Okay, well, this is not like a first person report.
Many days here. I'm leaving in 2 days, maybe. Okay, real rocking and rolling. Awesome. Yeah. I just partied with Gus a minute ago. Here comes truck guy. Did they unzip my bag? What the fuck? They trying to grab your? I don't know. I felt like they were pickpocketing me. I didn't know you were doing this many days here. I'm leaving.
I don't think This is
Don't fall for this common tourist scam when visiting Thailand.
this is
The
really
most popular
area
area
of
of the
expertise,
scam
but
is
I
when you
feel
try
like
to visit the
this is
Grand
something that
Palace
should
in
really be
Bangkok. When I heard
discussed.
it actually happened.
How tourists respect wildlife. When it's getting close to wildlife too much. What are the limits really when you're on like a wildlife adventure and the likes? What kind of grabbing is this? I don't think it's organized. But yeah, I kind of like get the
Tried to
excitement
run
of
after
like
getting
seeing
caught, but people on
a
the street helped
tourist.
block her path until they cornered her.
Mm.
Big bucket! Big bucket!
I was reading something yesterday, just while looking for some of these things online, and somebody had suggested that. And I think it actually happened somewhere. I don't know where it happened, but I don't think it's the Europe or the US, because they had said that it's actually wrong for you to defend yourself. Again, that's what that person said. So one person's report does not make it fact, because I didn't go ahead to like make my research, and so this person had picked their pockets and they had beaten that person, and somebody in the comment was like sharing that it's okay, they feel like that kind of judgment should be met out to people who are really pickpocketers, and then maybe that will stop them. And so I had just like seen something similar here. I mean, I've never been a fan of anything that looks it's not just look, but that look too, yeah, that looks like that has some form of injustice to it, right? But then again, that doesn't mean that the person that has stolen is right. Yeah, but if you got your wallet back, do you think you should still beat them? I don't think that makes any sense. I mean, there are reasons why people do some of these things, and I am not a pickpocket apologist. It's just that my background has allowed me to see the world in different faces and different versions. And so sometimes, even when you want to just judge based on fact, you also like look at people and then sometimes consider what circumstances has made them. Of course, there are extreme cases where those people stealing are just bad people, they don't want to work. But there are cases where some people can't just even get a job. I mean, what do I know? Again, this is also different because several countries, several employee labor law, several ways the government are supporting its people. So yeah.
This is so scary. Imagine flying to Bangkok for maxing shoes only to be sold to Myanmar within hours. That's what happened to Jong, a Chinese model who trusted a former employer's offer. While she was a blood trafficker, snatched him at a Bangkok airport, dragging him toward the Thai-Myanmar border. And he wasn't alone. Just months earlier, actor Wang Xin was lured to Thailand for film shoots, trafficked to Myanmar, and imprisoned in a scam compounds. Both men survived only after their cases exploded on Chinese social media, forcing the Thai authorities to intervene. One returns, hair shaved off, eyes hollow with trauma. Another case involves
That's terrible.
in Bangkok, please be careful of this scam that's going around. There'll be two guys that will approach you claiming that they're from Dubai and they would ask.
So how do
Have
we
you ever been afraid to be
how
kidnapped?
do we communicate things like this to people who are traveling? Because I mean, I assume that okay, maybe I should just tell you, listening to this all the time, first of all, has made me more aware. I am very aware, yes. And then with awareness comes caution. And then with caution, sometimes if you're not careful, paranoia, right? With caution, if you're not careful, comes paranoia. So how do you balance the things and still enjoy the places that you're traveling to? I feel like something we'll have to figure out. Sometimes in a very fun way that we don't trigger people. We don't also downplay it because it's a real problem, right? And we don't discourage people. I don't think we'll ever be able to discourage people because people will always move. People are saying nobody's even communicating safety right now. People are still moving, and it doesn't mean that a territory is all bad. It's just that the bad sides to it, and those bad sides actually have effect on some larger part of the population. And so What do we rather do? Try to solve it now, because if we do not solve it, we will in a decade, 5 years from now, stall the growth and development of that industry in adventure tourism. In this case, I mean, we keep learning as we go, we keep refining as we go. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for tuning in on 100 Journeys in 100 Days. It's been 100 days of learning, changing for me specifically. And, I'm very grateful to you all. Thank you for your notes. It humbles me, really. It really does. Um, I mean, do I have final words? Am I supposed to say any final words? I don't know what if you're building anything. If you're out there, you're listening to me, you're building a startup. Maybe instead of going after money first, go after conviction. And then after you've built conviction, there's nobody you can erase from. And then maybe you should also learn to sell. Yeah, don't let anybody lie to you that sales is not important. Don't let anybody lie to you that they didn't sell anything, but they got investment. Ask them first, what's their network, who their parents are, what's their leverage, right? Because nothing just happens for anybody. Nothing just happens to anybody. I feel like everybody has to understand that, but that is not said enough. We just come to here when somebody says, hey, 100K, 500K, $5 million, oh, $350 million in debt financing and all of that. Nobody even tells you right now that VCs and investors are questioning pre-seed. Even with pre-seed, they want to see some sort of traction. And, these things are not glamorous, right? And people don't say enough of it. And if you are a travel agent watching me, please, let's just keep advocating for safe travels as much as you can. Mean what you say only what you mean. If you're a traveler, listening to me, following the journey, I'm thankful. If you even take out time to listen to me, follow me, it means that it matters to you what the travel and tourism industry becomes. It matters to you that locals are rewarded for being custodians of that locality, is that the right word? Their country. And then it means that it matters to you how you travel, right? And it takes a level of care and empathy for you to care about how you travel. Yeah, because you can you can travel anyhow. There are lots of options. But if somebody's talking about safety and you're tuning in, you're understanding what they're building, it means that you actually care. And in a world that's full of people who only care about themselves, it's not their fault, just as how we are wired. I'm grateful for you, I guess. Thank you. Bye. Thank you so much. I'm going to be having a post live session. I don't know. I can just wake up tonight and say I want to do it tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, you can be sure that by tomorrow we'll be up on our YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.